is by rotating the hip, we're actually creating an arc and slapping somebody. We actually want to put the hip through.
Oh, got it.
And so that's the difference. And the idea of rotating the hip became kind of like a bastardized version of training this, and it just got systemic.
Got it. Okay, that makes total sense.
Okay. You look so serious. Here's my face. It's okay, I make up for it in how muppety I am about everything. Something you picked up? Or something you find interesting?
I'm going to be watching out to see whether I actually lead with my elbow or not. I think I'm standing 6 something, but I want to see if I'm doing with my elbow.
Okay. I think we're waiting for one person to come back. Oh, no, you're right back. So is everybody back from their runs? Sweet. There's extra notebooks if anybody needs it, because you are awesome. What's your name?
David.
Good to meet you, David.
Good to meet you.
So,
And he's
okay.
smiling.
What was that?
He's smiling.
I smile? You're fucking high.
I'm gonna learn everybody's personalities by the end of this. All right. So the
It's
next.
just the face God gave me.
I mean, you're making up for me. I look like somebody gave a mullet thumbs. So, the next portion of this, we're going to talk about shoulder position, and then we're actually going to go into the part of this mechanic. We're going to go into frame weight transfer. So we're building from about your mid-chest up. Then we're going to talk about feet and hips. Then we are going to connect them. So it's kind of like 3 units of play. And that first one is getting the shoulder and the elbow fixed is a huge thing. If everything else goes to shit, this is at least safe. And this is very expensive to fix.
Yeah.
Fucking super expensive. Yay, US healthcare. So, the shoulder. A lot of us are taught posture terribly. Like, absolutely fucking terribly. And so when you get told, like, put your shoulder blades back, we pretend like we're trying to pinch a grape between our shoulder blades. This is not actually good posture. Good posture, put your shoulder blades along your rib cage. Good posture means your shoulder blade can travel the length of your rib cage without winging out. I can reach my hand forward without my shoulder blade raising off my back. That is actually good posture. This is the shoulder in the socket. If that shoulder blade comes up, I'm reaching and I've actually pushed the shoulder out of the socket. In here, this is a very weak point because now all the muscles are extended to the max in my shoulder. And so you're going to see me a lot taking your shoulder from this position, because a lot of us, especially short fighters, learn to fucking reach like this, because we need all the height we can get, right? Wrong. This is how to end up with a scar like mine. So, we're going to be talking a lot about taking your shoulder blade and bringing it back and down into your pocket. So it should sit down. So we go from this motion. If I just bring it back, you can see that I shrug across. I'm then going to relax and put it into my pocket. So I'm actually going to bring it along my rib cage. This is going to involve a lot of us messing around, by the way, because most of us have this entire shoulder joint is really inflexible. We've attached it to our clavicle, and we've attached it to our fucking, oh my God, scapula, thank you. Scapula, and it moves as a unit because we've learned to protect this joint by locking it out. You get a gold star. You may spend it later. So, but we learn that this all must be a single unit to be safe in our sport. And so when we reach and we wing our clavicle, or we wing our scapula out. I've just reversed it now. And then thus we actually lose a lot of the safety in this joint. And so the first thing we're going to do with that elbow, because a lot of the times you'll start bringing that elbow, the first thing people do is they start doing this to bring that elbow forward. This is a huge tell. You can see this on video, by the way. It's really, really easy to see this on video when you're doing video review. If somebody is shrugging their shoulder up, it also means that you're trying to flex and look everything off. You've actually locked out all the muscles in your body in this. And so now this is a single unit. It does not move. I have this much motion. As soon as I bring my shoulder down and back, this can move all the way across, right? Now I have the motion to choose my shots. My shoulder's up, I don't. I've limited my own range of motion. Everybody, shrug their shoulder up real quick. Bring your elbow out. How much motion do you have in that elbow? You don't have your shoulder shrugged.
Never.
You're in the gym a lot. Okay, now bring that shoulder blade back and down. How much motion do we have in that elbow now? Much easier to move, right? Much less muscle mass to move, everything else like that. There's less expense. I'm not fighting my own body. This is the basis for everything today. This shoulder being in a good position no matter what. Sword and shield, by the way. Your shield elbow, or your shield shoulder, is going to be shrugged up to hang on to it. If you're having to shrug your shield up, your shield is either strapped wrong or it's too damn heavy. And we'll play with that, by the way. If you have gear questions today, I'm happy to geek on gear. If you want my unbridled opinion, you tell me I want your unbridled opinion. If you want a nice opinion, tell me that also. Because this bitch goes to 11. So, this first thing, we're going to play with these, actually we're going to play with the weights, and then we're going to play with the wiffle ball bats, because this is the easiest way to teach people how to keep this shoulder down and this elbow preserved, is we're going to put a 5-pound weight in your hand, and you're going to hand it to your friend. And they're going to put it back on their shoulder, and they are going to hand it back to you. This hand should be able to stay level. Does anybody have any physical issues that they can't get their hand flat?
Just mental.
Besides you. So, everybody can get their hand? Okay, cool. I don't see anybody on that with it. Cool. We're gonna start playing with these weights. Good. Everybody, so pair up in threes. There's more people than there are paired weights. So kind of like group up, grab one of these weights, and we're gonna start playing with this a little bit.
I know you said that to me.
Sorry over there. Sorry. Did you have a good time yesterday? She ever had She's dealing with me today. I'm doing okay. So. She knows my friends. So.
Yeah, we're doing much without being part of an official email list.
Hey, you.
In that